It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll go play action. Howell. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Going up top. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
Brandon, we've been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
On 2nd and goal. Howell out to his left. That's caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that one his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Howell, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Wow, how he didn't pick that. Oh my goodness.
The Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
You don't want any orange.
Right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0
I put Paw Patrol on for you. You watching it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
on throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flynn. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Lions at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And now leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, come down on it.
He's got a man. That's Young. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We got to like what we're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second and a yard.
Howell. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell.
Throw left side complete. That's Fox. Touchdown.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Bears 14, Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete here.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well. Where you can
Come on, man. Make a tackle.
and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year, but what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. A handoff running left, Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 13. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's going to
Donna, where you at, bro?
the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're
Good play, boy.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him again, and he's going to take it in for
Joe Mixon.
Couldn't replicate it.
15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Howell to the air on first and 10. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing some coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to
My
try and
goodness.
get more pressure at the passer.
Now a timeout
How
taken.
much time ran off the clock?
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
What a throw.
Effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Wow. It was all on that joker.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Bears 21, Lions 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback.
You're shaking.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again.
Oh, why did you? Oh my goodness! That's a pick 6.
You understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be well too.
Where you at? You in a cover 2 blue zone, bro. Where are you at?
By forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The defense.
Find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The kick by Maher is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know what's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't
Bro, that's garbage, dog.
there's no way they can stop us.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
throwing on first down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Al down to throw it. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Chicago. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense,
why does kick me to going so slow?
Game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
But defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Good play, Bowden. Good play, boy. That's exactly how I want you to play that. Exactly how I want you to play that. Ooh.
So this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
That's a dot. That's a dot, Hal.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Lions 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot... that's into double coverage and intercept.
He had the other nigga wide open. Because I messed up. But he ain't see it.
Something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
back to throw. Howell.
And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fox.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Howell.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnover.
What are you?
A turnover on the last drive.
Elam, what are you doing, bro?
And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ooh, good break on the ball.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the
Good stuff, Barnes.
As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Check man. Blue striker. Broad red. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Now watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay.
Ball at the 20-yard line.
Now watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. Oh.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Catch it.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
That's on the money for you, boy.
It's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know that touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 10.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
You say, oh my gosh.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Yeah.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Over the middle, complete.
Why are you hesitating?
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's a pick.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this.
Oh, why you didn't give me him?
And now a throw on first down.
That's a pick, too.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Elam. That's weak, nigga.
Touchdown,
Why you?
T.J. Hawkinson, 39 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll go play action. Howell.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
What up?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Young.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Back to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Take it to the house, Kayla.
The Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was
Jamar! Jamar!
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Oh, good hand, boy.
As you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Powell throwing left side.
Ah, you got to get it down.
So close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Powell out of the shotgun.
What a throw. That ball came, I mean, zipping out of their hand, boy.
Said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest.
Look at, before you can even respond.
They are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Boy, you know how I do.
Exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
you know how I do it, man.
To erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what
I fainted.
And he's taken down.
Get on the board, Trayvon.
this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was. And I think
You lying.
sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.
I ain't do too much. The Darius had 136, 9 catches, probably 2 or 3 touchdowns. Really? That man, he man the manager. Oh, +2 hit power for Greg Donald. What you got now, boy? 91 hit power, okay. Man, I'm about to say he a linebacker now. He a safety. I'm so surprised that dude is as good as he is, man. Dude cold. I drafted him like in the 3rd, 4th round, I think. Yeah, I done had him for a minute. I agree with that, Glenda. Miss Glenda, you said something right there. That's crazy. Who? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Donald Cole. Had that, had one defensive rookie of the year, went up to superstar. And then, I don't know how that nigga went up to X Factor. My team Cole. Yeah, my team cold, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I just got the right stuff at the right spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, got the tackles, the edge rushers, the X Factor quarterback, a good receiver. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a good receiver. Them other niggas regular now. Chase is different. Oh, he don't like the scheme. Yeah, he normal. Where they join at? Motivation and tags. I gotta get him a mentor at the position, man, so he can feel good. Right. Who that? Boy, Chase making too much money to go anywhere, bro. I I got an $81 million cap penalty. I should have traded dude for real. That was a bad sign. I done had a couple bad signings.